what it do with the whoop whoop. Look at me, y'all. She's up and moving. She's up and moving. Still hurt, a little pain, but I'm up and moving nonetheless. Cause I gotta get back to work. What's up, y'all? How's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. It is me, it is her, it is she, it is I, Miss Tamika Renee Bly. Welcome back to another episode of Uncomfortable Conversations. What? I hope everyone is well. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever it is you may be across the world. I'm in great spirits, if you can't tell. Check me out. It's all in the shoulders. I'm in great spirits. Didn't know I was that thirsty. Sorry about that. But yeah, so welcome back to the ones that been tuning in, and welcome if you are new. Again, I am in great spirits, recovering from the car accident. If you watched the last episode, I am doing physical therapy 3 days a week now. So that works. It feels good. You know what I mean? Feels good. I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, it's me. I'm back. Excuse you. You can back up. You can back up. Not today. Not today, honey. Today, of course, I have a quote and an affirmation. Let me put the blunt down and get to the quote and affirmation. I feel like I'm doing too much because I'm just so excited. Like, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm feeling so much better. Like, so much better. I wasn't able to sleep with all the pain I was in. And last night, when I tell you I tore some sleep down, I woke up and had to remind myself that I was indeed in my own home, in my own bed. Like, I slept so good. You can back up, because this is what I'm not going to be doing today. Come on, man. Come on. Go down. Fine. Thank you. I just don't want to, you know what I mean? I already fed you and all that. I loved up on you. What more do you want? Okay. The quote. I saw this on, because I like to give the people credit. I don't come up with all these quotes. I saw this while I was watching a video on YouTube. And I'm like, wow. I forgot the lady's name, but still giving credit. Thank you for this quote, ma'am. It says, sometimes we have to close the window that hurt us, no matter how beautiful the view is. Ain't that the truth? Sometimes we have to close the window that hurt us, no matter how beautiful the view is. I'm here for that. With that being said, let me go into the affirmation. The affirmation is real simple today. I am stepping into my power. I am stepping into my power. I am stepping into my power. And that's that on that, okay? That's all I gotta say to that. Because I will not be controlled, and neither should you, okay? You gotta know who you are. Step into your power. Okay, so I was in a little bit of a funk, right? And I was in a funk because while recuperating over the past week, I did some self-reflection, you know, and I turned that mirror around to see what it is about me that leads men to believe that it's okay to come in and play with me, you know, until they fuck around and find out that I'm not the one to be played with. But, you know, I wanted to make sure that I am indeed, or I have done the healing work that I was supposed to do, or that I am supposed to do. You know, I just wanted to make sure that if there are still things about me that I need to work on, you know, because is it something that I'm still doing that's attracting those men, you know? So if there's something about me when it comes to whatever department that I need to work on, I wanted to see that. And what I got was, the problem with me is I am not a woman that I'm not easily manipulated, you know. I see through your bullshit. Like, and that's just what I see it. Like, you can try to play me all day. It's not gonna work. Like, I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? I'm not in that energy of playing, so I do not want to be played. So I see that because I'm not a woman that can be controlled. Not like I'm uh like my mouth is fly or anything like that. But you know, some men like to be in control of their women. In that sense, I'm not a woman that can be controlled. When it comes to that, like I'm not a woman who is codependent on a man. I also noticed that too. Like when these men start to see that I am not a woman who relies on them for, if not some things, nothing at all. Because again, you know, I've been getting to it and doing what I need to do for myself by myself for a long time. On top of me being a single mom, single parent. So, you know what I mean? And I've never had a man live with me. I've never been in a relationship where a man lived with me. Like, as long as we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, please have your own. I don't want you to live with me anyway, you know? But, anyways, so I noticed too that because I am not codependent on men, sometimes that could be a problem. Sometimes, and I was told this actually, it makes men look at me in the light of, I'm way too strong. I don't need them. Um, it gives off what I was told, like a energy of being strict when I come in, and not come in off the rip and say, I'm not dealing with this, I'm not dealing with that. But if you do something, I call you out on it and say, hey, what you did, this is how it affected me, and I'm letting you know this I don't do, I'm not dealing with, right? But it's looked at as being a strict mom. This is just what I was told, as being a strict mom, or I scare men away when I let them know, you know, only if a situation happened is when I have to come and say, hey, I'm not dealing with this, that, and the third. Now, if a man asks me what are deal breakers and stuff like that, then I'm going to share what my deal breakers are, right? But it's not me off the rip saying, well, I'm not dealing with that, I'm not dealing with that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. It's, first of all, I know what I want in a partner. I know what I will and won't tolerate in a partner. I know that I'm not standing for no man to think it's okay to beat on me. You know, I know that I'm not standing for no man to think it's okay to cheat on me. I'm not standing for no man to think it's okay to lie and manipulate me. Like, is that why I can come off a little bit intimidating? Because I'm not going to be that woman that's going to put up with your bullshit? If so, so be it. You know, I even was told, you know, I move like a dude, I act like a dude. No, that's not what it is. First of all, I'm being told I move like a man from boys. We're gonna keep it real. No real man is gonna tell me I move like a man. Like, and then when I'm asking what do you mean when you say that, it's no real definition other than, I don't know, like the way you act and stuff. Like, you mean it's because you know for a fact that whatever game you try to run on me, I'm gonna see through it all and dodge it. What does that mean? What does as a woman you move like a man? What does that mean? Like, we all, men and women, we all have, um if you're a masculine, you have some femininity in you. If we are feminine, we have some masculinity in us. Like, we each have it, you know what I mean? Both sexes, we have it. In my case, I had no choice but to, I guess, I had no choice at one point in my life to lower the feminine side of me and up that masculine side of me because of certain things that I was dealing with and dealing with them by myself, right? Um, and then with me raising a young man, it's certain ways I was moving. I wouldn't say like a dude at all, but it's more areas to where that masculinity had to show. Now, however, excuse me. However, I've always been a feminine woman, sorry. Um I'm just not clear on the I act like a dude tip. I'm just not. I'm not. And I'm not going to take that shit. I'm not. Like, I don't, I'm a woman. I act like a woman. The issue is I have yet to meet a man who's made me so comfortable that I'm able to fully step into my feminine side. It's there all day every day, but if you're a man like coming in trying to play games with me, I'm not going to give you all of that. Like, I guess let me not use that because I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't think it's going to come out right. I need you to back up because I just don't want you biting and nibbling on me while I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, Rainy. Thank you. And get away from that. Now she's messing with. Get away from it. Get... My bad, y'all. My bad or whatever. Anyways. Anyways. Back. So, I knew this thing broke. So, I would love nothing more than to show a man all of the feminine side of me. But when I am in connection with men who require me to exude more masculinity, it bothers me. So now you're not seeing the softer side of me. And now I have to release my energy from you because I don't want to be in a situation with someone where, like, I want to be soft, you know? Like, I'm soft. I want to be soft. But I also want to know that I'm safe being soft with you, you know? Just like every other woman, I'm sure, like, I want to know that I'm safe. Just like men need to know, not want, men need to know that they can be vulnerable and while doing so, be safe as well with that woman. I need to know that I'm safe with you. I need to know that yeah. I need to know that you're not just coming in to try to butter me up. It's not gonna work anyway. But, you know, some will attempt to tell you what you want to hear. Also, too, you can tell me anything. We all know if your words are not matching up to your actions, it doesn't really mean anything, you know? Um, so it's at least for me, it's not about me not being able to get in tune with my softer side, it's, I come across a lot of men who are unhealed, and I don't find out until a situation happens. But again, they're unhealed, you know, they're broken, and a lot of men that I come across put on facades, and then when that mask finally falls off and I see the real them, it's like, why'd you come in wearing a mask in the first place? You know, I don't judge here. I don't. If there's room for improvement, that's a different situation, but I'm someone who, I prefer someone who's flawed. I prefer someone that knows that they're not perfect. I prefer someone that knows that their shit don't stink. I'm sorry, that their shit do stink. I prefer back up, back up, back up. Damn, Rainy. I prefer a flawed person. I don't want nobody perfect anyway. What am I gonna do with perfect? What am I gonna do with you so perfect? And like, no, I don't want perfect. I want perfect for me. That's it. You know? But yeah, it's the unhealed men that come my way, the broken men. It's the ones that's not, and I believe I spoke about this before. Maybe it needs to be spoken about again, which is why it's coming up. So excuse me if you already heard this before. But it's like, if you're also too, it be men who are not complete. And I ask this question, I do. Any man that tried to court me, along with along with other serious questions, I always ask the question of, are you still holding on to anything that hurt you from your past? And of course, I expect for these men to be honest with me and possibly say, yes, I am, but I am currently working on healing from that. You know what I mean? I always get, oh no, like I'm good. I ain't, fuck her and da da da. And then I find out that you lied. Because what happened is now you're treating me like the last person. And then I start to find out what happened with the last person. And all you're doing is repeating the cycle. And I put on my Instagram story, I think yesterday, don't become the person that hurts you. I was in that situation. This might be my son coming in. I was in that situation where I was being treated like the person that hurt the person I was with. Like, I didn't come in with no ill intentions, but because he was not healed from what she did to him, I got all of that shit. Okay? And it's not fair. Of course, we know it's not fair. But if you're someone who is unhealed and haven't done the work, all you're going to do is keep repeating the cycle. You know, don't turn into the person that hurt you. And that's that on that. Also too, something else that had me in my little feelings was, the thought came to my mind that, you know what, I'm all set. I'm gonna bench myself for a while. But again, last time I did that, I was single for 8 years. I loved it. Okay? But I'm only 35, and I should not be thinking that there's nobody for me. I should not be feeling like there's no one in this entire world that I can't and won't align with. I shouldn't be feeling like that. So I had to retract and check myself and tell myself that you will not do that to yourself, Tamika. You will not shut yourself out from the great things of, when it comes to being with someone you're aligned with, experiencing true, genuine, honest love, real love. Like, why would you do that to yourself? You know what I mean? Just like how people stay in situations that's not good for them. It's no longer the situation hurting them, it's you hurting yourself because you're keeping yourself there. But why would I keep myself benched away from the potential things that will make me happy, will make my soul happy? Why would I do that to myself? So I'm not going to bench myself. I'm not. I still am going to make it extremely clear and come with intentions every time with what it is I'm looking for. Because I'm not looking for, I don't want a boyfriend. You understand? Like, not tomorrow, at least. Like, I always try to come out, I always come in with, let's build from the ground up. Yeah, we wasn't shooting with each other in the gym. I did not go to your middle school. You did not go to mine, or whatever the case is. But why can't we just start being genuine friends? You know what I mean? There's no harm in that. It doesn't have to be physical. Hold on. But it doesn't have to always be physical, like the right two people are very much capable of just hanging out. There's nothing wrong with just hanging out. Like, we're chilling. We can go catch a vibe at a movie, or if this club this night is having an event and hey, let's go, let's get dressed and let's go. It's, everything else should follow. And because of that, I've also been told that I'm old school. Whoop, whoop. That's fine. I'll take that. I like the old school way. It's better. It's safe. It allows you to fully get to know the person that you're dealing with instead of just rushing into shit. So I feel like, creating a solid foundation when it comes to a friendship first, and then letting everything else just blossom into what it's supposed to be. If you're just supposed to be friends, keep it there. You will be great friends probably forever. If that friendship turns into something more, okay, that's great too, But we got to start somewhere, is all I'm saying. I saw this quote, and it said, every closed eye ain't sleep. Every closed eye ain't sleep, player. You think I'm asleep, but I'm really woke. I'm really up. Okay. What else? So it was that at 35. I'm not benching myself because I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to deprive myself from happiness. I'm not going to deprive myself from love because of what he did, and he did. That's what I'm not doing. I also saw this, I heard this quote rather while I was listening to something, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. And it says, first of all, I'm hurting my whole back. It says, right? I might as well get comfortable. There are no rewards for being a real, genuine person, just scars and regret. In my case, yes, the scars, I've healed them scars. There's no regret. I will continue to be a good person, whether you treat me shitty or not. I'm not going to stand for you treating me shitty. However, I will continue to be a good person because I can't, we as humans in general should not allow the actions of others to change our character to, you know, depict how we gonna continue moving on and acting towards others. It's not fair. That goes back to the affirmation of you stepping into your power. Us allowing the situations we was in to change us is allowing that situation, or said person rather, to have control. We're not doing that. We're not giving people the power. That's what we're not doing. You know? So yeah. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about, this one's going to be a short episode. I wanted to talk about, let me take a little smoke first. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. See, the thing with marijuana is depending on the strain of weed, it hits different whether it's rolled in the paper or in a regular Fonto. And this one right here is taking me all the way to the moon. You understand? Don't jump your ass up here. Put that stick there. Because I don't know, was you in red form? Anyway, you know, before I get to the last thing, hope y'all Monday was off to a great start, rather, because I'm recording this in the evening. I hope y'all's Monday was off to a great start. I hope y'all had a nice, long, great weekend. And you're ready to get back into the swing of things, huh? Talk about a Tuesday. It could be Taco Tuesday or it could be Tequila Tuesday, however you want to do it. I am not here to judge you. Where's my glasses? Let me see where I'm at for time. What's that? 20? All right, we good. Let me just hit the blunt a few more times if y'all don't mind, and then I'm going to get into it. Honey. You know what else I wanted to talk about? I already mentioned it, but vulnerability in men. Jesus Christ. Like, some men just want a woman they could be vulnerable with without judgment. Why is it so hard? Like, you know how hard it is for men to be vulnerable? You know how hard it is for, okay, let's say you're a man who is let's say you're a man who's been with women who you yearned for affection, they just didn't give it to you. So now every other woman you get with after those women, or that particular woman, you're not that affectionate, but you yearn for it. You know, you just used to not getting it. And then you meet a woman who likes to love up on her man, you know, and show that affection. And maybe you're a little not scared. Maybe you're just not all the way accepting of the affection because it's new to you. You know what it is and how it feels to be affectionate. You just haven't had it in a while. If you as the woman get a sense that this man is a little timid when it comes to you being affectionate, maybe ask him, like, first of all, do you like this? Do you like when I'm loving up on you like this? Do you like it? And then maybe that man will let you know, like, hey, I do like it. In fact, it's just in my past, That's you learning about that man and him being vulnerable with you at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. All right, the last thing. The last thing I wanted to chat about. Oh, yeah, about. Oh, yeah, about. Me's a girl, me no fight over my no. If you know, you know. I want to hear about. I want to hear about. Ah. I'm trying to go to Jamaica soon. If not Jamaica, I'm trying to go to St. Martin or the other, like West Africa. I just gotta get my planet on point. I'm trying to be out of the whole country when snow hit the ground. Father God, universe, spirit, angels, y'all heard that? I'm trying to be out the entire country, just somewhere other than Massachusetts when snow hit the ground. Speak it into fruition. Get a stamp or 2 or 3 on this passport. That's it. That's it. I just wanted the universe to hear that loud and clear. Because they say, if you ask, you shall receive. That I really want. All right. So the last thing that I want to speak on is not people who don't let the reason that you're in denial about the changes you need become the reason why you settle. Whether it's you're settling in at your job, in a relationship, I feel like some people it goes back to being comfortable in places and spaces that they shouldn't be comfortable in. But some people are so comfortable that they keep themselves in that situation because it may seem easier for them. Aside from it being comfortable, it just may seem easier for them. It's less work for them to do. They don't have to do much and they can stay here. But I feel that if people would stop being in denial about the work that they need to do in order to advance in that job, or to, maybe get out of that relationship that's not good for them, or to possibly get in a healthy relationship that will be good for them. The only thing that's stopping them is them being in denial of the work that they have to do to get there. I was there before. I was in denial about my attitude. I sure was. People used to tell me. The most I used to get from men was, you too pretty to be acting like that. And I'd be like, acting like what? Because I wasn't at a time in my life where I was able to step outside of myself and see exactly how I was acting, and I was acting funky. Okay, like the mouth was crazy. Okay, and I was in denial for years, up until my mid-20s. But I was in denial for years about my attitude. Okay, I remember not realizing until after the fact, but I remember it was my attitude that pushed a few good men away. And it wasn't until, I got the eye opener that I needed, is when I was like, ooh. So now let me change my approach. Let me step out of this denial that My attitude is fine. Like, I don't need to change my attitude. I'm good. What you talking about? If this was me, if you don't like my attitude, like, you don't have to deal with me. Like, I'm not asking for you to be my friend. I'm my friend. You know what I mean? That's how I was leading. So I had to step outside of that light of being in denial and work on my attitude. And I was able to, you know what I mean, meet people who matched my energy, who we were on the same page. Just didn't work out, you know. How you call it? Right place, wrong time. Yes. Excuse me. It was a few right place, wrong times for me. But you know, just don't be in denial when it comes to the work that you need to do to get you where you want to go. We all have room for improvement somewhere in our life, somewhere. But let's not act like everything's all good, you know? The only person you hurting, or the only person you're lying to, is yourself. And I don't like hurting me, okay? I don't like hurting me, so I'm gonna step outside of that denial and do what I need to do to not only get and be right within myself, but so that the energy I put out into the world is good energy, you know? And the people that I attract, you know, their energy is also good, because I want to attract more like-minded people. That's what I want to. I want to continue to ask the universe to send more like-minded people my way, because now we all know the thing about common sense is the people who have it got to deal with the people who don't have it. And it would be nice if they sold things like common sense and honesty and clear cut communication at the stores, at the dispensary. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you can have a subscription, perhaps. You subscribe $19.95 for the year of exceptional common sense, you know? And if you put it on auto pay, let it just keep renewing, keep that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like people act like they have to buy it when it, but I get it. I also get that it's just not in everyone. It'd be so annoying for me, though, is all I'm saying. It'd be annoying. I appreciate y'all chilling and vibing out with me, though. I really do. And I hope you guys got something out of this episode. Ooh, that excuse me. That one hit the throat chakra real hard. Excuse me. I appreciate you guys vibing out and chilling with me. I hope that you got something from this episode. I know I did. Okay? Because remember, this ain't just for y'all. It's for me too. I learn as I speak too. Okay? And remember to express gratitude for the little things. You know, sometimes, most times, it's just the little things that matter. Big things, yeah. But the little things do something to the heart. It does something to the soul. Remember that everything's going to be okay. Not because I said so, but because why wouldn't it be? You ain't make it this far just to stop right here. So we keep going, okay? And I hope that whatever you may be going through, you know, that you do the work to heal yourself from it. Don't let nothing from your past hold you back. The only way from here is up, okay? Up. Cause I be the money up. They used to play that at Shea Wood. People used to go crazy on their skates. Cause I be the money up. I know y'all can tell I'm feeling better though. She feeling better though. She feeling. Well, just a little bit, cause like that kind of hurt when I did that. Like as soon as I did whoop. So I'm gonna bring it on down. Bring it on down. But I'm feeling much better. Ah, God is good. Ah. All right, calm down, Tamika. Again, thanks for tuning in. It is me, it is her, it is she, it is I, Miss Tamika Renee Bly, here with Uncomfortable Conversations. This is episode 15. I was going to leave it right here and then take a little break and then do season 3, but like, I'm just gonna let it rock. So yeah, I'll be back next week with some new shit to talk about. And you guys like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, send it to someone it may resonate with. Remember, I am not a licensed clinician. I'm not a therapist, psychologist. I'm not none of them things. I just been through some shit, and I know some shit, and I'm here to talk about some shit. That's it. And to share, I'm being vulnerable with you guys while by sharing some of the things that I've been through. So more vulnerable, more of me being vulnerable coming up on future episodes as well. That was crazy. Like vulnerability. Did I say it right? Vulnerability. Y'all know what I mean though. So yeah, thank you. Tuning in, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Follow me on Instagram if you like to at Uncomfortable Conversations Pod, POD at the end in lowercase. And yeah. Okay. I hope all is well and y'all take care.